What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are checking out the 2021 BMW 545e xDrive. This is the most powerful plug-in hybrid you can get at BMW, and this is a really good car there. I spoiled it already. So today I'm going to show you why this is such a good car. I'll show you the spec we've got it in because it is absolutely gorgeous, and then we'll take it for a little drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So let's start with the spec. So this is 20-inch and it looks absolutely stunning. So if you can choose these wheels, I would, because they are beautiful. And then we've got these M Performance brakes behind that, or M Sport brakes I should say, with the blue caliper. This of course is the facelifted 5 Series, as you can see from the new headlight units and the new grille. Tanzanite blue, this color, BMW individual color, super nice. And then we do have the chrome and aluminium trim on the exterior, which I do really like on this car. At the rear we've got a 545e badge, and we've got a couple of tailpipes which are real and actually have a valve in there. Look, that's how you do it. That's how you make an exhaust. Everyone pay attention. Boot space is down for this version. So the 545e has the batteries below the floor here and below the rear seats. 12 kilowatt hour battery pack, and there's a... what the hell was that? Looks like a little worm. That was very strange. Don't know what's happening here. So 410 liters of storage space you've got here instead of the 530 you get in a regular 5 Series. So that is something to take into account. And this goes for the 530e as well. That's the other plug-in hybrid you can get. 530e is available as a touring, which is awesome. 545e not available as a touring, which I don't know why that is. Charge port here, so you can charge your battery. And then we'll take a look at the engine. Ah, that's the worm. So, because this is a 545e, you've got the 6-cylinder. That is really nice, because the 530e has a 4-cylinder combined with this electric motor. But the 545 gets this one, and it is a lot better than before. Because the pre-facelift, the 540e also had this 4-cylinder, which really was not the best drivetrain. So this now is the most powerful plug-in hybrid drivetrain BMW has. It's also in the 7 Series, the 745, it's also in the X5, and you might remember that in the pre-facelift 7 Series this was 740e, that's now 745, and that was also a 4-cylinder. So they've upgraded the most powerful hybrid drivetrain, and that's a really good thing, because this with this B58 is absolutely magnificent. We've talked about this before, but this engine, it just works in every way, and BMW puts it in every car they can, and they should, because it doesn't matter if you're driving like a highly tuned M140i or this 545e. The characters of the engine are completely different, but it just works so well. It is incredible. The versatility of this engine is second to none, and in this car it's got 285 horsepower and 450 newton meters of torque. Then we've got the ZF 8-speed gearbox, and in between the engine and the gearbox we have an electric motor that generates 109 horsepower. That brings the total to 394 horsepower and 600 newton meters of torque, which is really nice. You know that there is so much more potential in this engine. So if you start tuning these cars, they are hella fast, because then you have 500 horsepower in your plug-in hybrid 5 Series that looks like your grandpa's car. That is really awesome. And they are quick, because this car is supposed to do 4.6 seconds to 100, and we've been able to do 4.4 already. So that is really impressive. Now let's take a look inside, because the beautiful spec continues in here. And that is mainly down to two things: the Tartufo interior leather and the wood trim that you get down here. Look at that. That is just such a beautiful combination. That Tartufo leather with the wood, the aluminium and the high gloss black stuff. Absolutely love it. And then we've got this BMW individual leather on top of the dash with the Tartufo contrast stitching. And we've got that on the doors as well. So freaking nice. That is the startup of the car, of course. It starts in electric mode, EV mode. Well, we're in hybrid mode. The battery pack, as I said, 12 kilowatt battery pack, and it should be, according to BMW, able to do between 53 and 57 kilometers fully electric. And as I said, that is down to the spec you get it in, so it does have an effect. Now, this hybrid mode is the most efficient one, of course. It determines how and where to deploy electric power, but they have done a couple of super smart things, and there are two really cool things. One is that if you use the navigation, it will determine how and when to regenerate the braking as well. So if you are driving towards a corner or a roundabout, it will tell you to lift off the throttle, and it will regenerate until you reach the right speed for the corner, and then it will stop regenerating so you can go through the corner. Stuff like that. It also has geofencing, so yesterday when I was driving up to a town, I came in to town and it switched to EV mode because I entered a congestion zone in the city. So it is really, really smart. And I got this notification on the screen that said Geo Zone, EV mode. Yeah, I really like that. I think that is super smart. But of course, we are also interested in performance. We are interested in all the efficient stuff because I do think that a lot of people will buy that car, will buy this car for that reason. Sport, sport, sport. Launch control. There we go. Yeah, that is quick. So in sport mode, it will deploy the maximum of everything to give you the most shove. And that leads to that pretty impressive 0 to 100 time of 4.4 seconds we've been able to measure. Now you also have a button down here, so you can press that, battery control. That's not available in sport mode, but in hybrid it is. And that means that you can charge up the batteries while driving. So when you're on the highway, you can charge them. And then when you get to the city, you've got a full battery and it charges up pretty quickly. The only problem is that, of course, BMW says 53 at least. Well, 30-ish is more realistic in these conditions. Of course, it's cold as well, so that doesn't help. But yeah, you need to take that into account. But that goes for every electric vehicle or plug-in hybrid. Now, we've also measured the quarter mile performance in these conditions, and we're able to come up with a pretty decent time at 12.52 seconds, which is quicker than a BMW M340i. Quicker than a BMW M550D. It's quicker than a lot of these M performance models, and it's around the same time as a VW Golf R Mark 8. So that is seriously impressive. Full throttle, and I have a little e-boost logo there, so I know that it's deploying electric power as well to make me go even faster. And you've got a lovely 6-cylinder soundtrack to go with the speed. Yeah, this is a properly quick car. And I really like that it is something for everyone, basically, because as a petrol head, I really like this car since it has a 6-cylinder and it's really, really quick. Also from 100 to 200, which we also measured, 11.7 seconds, quicker than an M550D. It's a seriously quick car. Top speed is limited at 250 kilometers an hour according to BMW. Well, this is 246 GPS speed, which is becoming quite normal at BMW, that these top speeds are just below 250, which I think is a bit weird, but anyway. So I've been driving this car for a couple of days now, and in hybrid mode, the thing that struck me most is the comfort. I mean, this 5 Series is so freaking good. It comes so close to a 7 Series when it comes to comfort. It's quiet, it's soft, it's supple. It's just a really nice combination to have that B58 with a little bit of electric boost. Now, one downside to this 545e is the fact that you have a smaller petrol tank, so 46 liters. That is not a lot, and that means that if you have a sporty driving style, you don't have a range that is too impressive. So right now we are almost full, and it indicates 326 kilometers with 26 kilometers of electric range indicated. That's not very impressive, but yeah, I mean, if you're a bit careful with the throttle, I'm sure you will be able to get a lot more range from the tank. And of course, if you charge it up regularly with the plug and not with the engine, of course you will extend that range every day. So all in all, something to love for everyone. Of course, we love this part the most, this beautiful inline 6 B58 with a little e-boost as cherry on top. One of the best BMWs you can buy right now, I think, because it just works for so many different situations, and I really like that. Of course, this spec really helps. I love a grandpa spec, and this is just absolutely gorgeous with this big screen as well for the facelift. Yeah, really like it. I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right, or go check out this playlist on the left. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.